Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your October 2017 overview reading. So I have like a Halloween October themed spread for you today that I'm really excited about. And I'm going to do something different from a timeline. I'm just kind of mixing it up this month. And then I have a bunch of plugs at the end because I have a partnership manifestation workshop that I have beginning at the end of September. And so I'm really excited to share all of that with everybody. And so let's just go ahead and get started. I already shuffled and laid out the spread, I figured, just to save some time. Okay. So for Paulina Cassidy, we have strength. Inner strength is the power within that pushes action into all areas of life. So this is about perseverance, having the internal power and wherewithal to complete the things that you want to accomplish and to just kind of, bear through the challenges that life presents. And then for the Doreen Virtue, we have Mystique. Keep charging ahead and don't take no for an answer. Expect miraculous solutions to appear. So this should be confirmation that by just holding on, being strong during this process is really going to pay off for you. So I just encourage you to keep that in mind this month, and hopefully things will work out in your favor, since at least that's what we have here, even if it's not comfortable. Okay, so the first question, what should I give myself over to? All right, we already have transformation coming through. So this is just about rolling with the punches, accepting the transformation that comes along with death and rebirth. And it's not physical death necessarily, it's the death of ideas, the death of relationships, the death of, certain aspirations that you used to have that have now transformed. And so it's just about letting go and accepting that process. That's the key thing here, is just accepting the fact that there are ebbs and flows with life, and that you really need to just kind of turn your will over in terms of, I can't control the fact that my life is going to transform, and to be okay with that. What happens when I abandon rational thought? So it just looks like there's a certain level of immaturity. If you're not thinking things through and becoming more impulsive, it just looks like you don't get the desired outcomes that push you towards your goals. Instead, it's more of, like having to start from square one, or you kind of kick yourself later on like, ugh, I knew that was going to happen. Why did I do it anyway? So it just looks like when you kind of don't give things enough thought, you kind of get a little bit of whiplash from that. Okay, and then this is Who Wants to Kiss Me? This is called the Vampire's Kiss spread, and I just think it's really cool to do a Halloween themed one. Anyway, so who wants to kiss you, or who's sending you love? That's kind of how I look at this. Okay, so the High Priestess. Ironically enough, it looks like this is yourself. It looks like there's a certain level of confidence that you're kind of stepping into, because the High Priestess has to do with your higher self, your own intuition, your own spirit on this planet in this incarnation. So with the High Priestess sitting there, it's kind of like, this totally looks like yourself, or it looks like a motherly figure in your life is kind of sending you love from afar. So that's kind of how I'm interpreting the kiss question. It's not necessarily romantic, and it's not showing up as a romantic partner in your spread. This is about you, your relationships with motherly figures, etc., etc. And then, so the other part of this spread is like about this shadow self and doing shadow work, which a lot of people have been doing right now. So how do I embrace my darkness? Or you can also hear this as your shadow self. So it looks like by embracing your shadow self, you have to understand that it's a cycle. It's not this thing where you're permanently in your shadow body, or that you even are in a shadow body at all. It's more about that darkness. There's certain levels of alchemy that we kind of experience as we go through these cycles. And I mean, you have major arcana popping up the wazoo. So that's really interesting to see happening here. So with the world, it's about a cycle. So it's about understanding, why am I craving junk food? Or why do I suddenly want to pick up smoking again? And a lot of that has to do with shadow work, with kind of experimenting with darkness. Every single person on this planet does that from time to time, and it is a cycle. So it's about being gentle with yourself and really taking care of yourself right now. Okay, what thrives in darkness? Interestingly enough, it looks like this is, there's two things that are coming up really big. One is like victim energy, and the other one is a scarcity mindset. So it is kind of like you will attract more darkness and in turn pain, a more painful experience, if you step into a victim role. So that's something that you need to keep in mind this month as you're working through these transitions and as you're like rebirthing yourself, which is a big part of this. It's about, making sure that you are taking the time to really step into a mindset of abundance, taking care of yourself, being honest with other people, and trying to flip the script from woe with me, everyone is, not helping me, or whatever the story is around that. You just want to clean that up so that you're able to, I guess, I hate to say it, but like stepping into more of a light mindset, a light feeling and hopefulness, and really inspiring that trust and belief within yourself is going to help with this energy. So this is what thrives. So this is like the energy that puts you down in the dumps, is like that victim story. And all of us have one of those, but it looks like if you're being confronted with that, or the scarcity mindset of, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, those are the things that you're going to need to rewrite this month. What thrills you? How many options, choices, and decisions you have access to. It just looks like the thrill comes from opportunity, kind of knocking at your doorstep, and it's like, ooh, I could go here, I could go here, I could go here. And so that's really the spice of life for you is, what's going to happen next? What increases immortality? And of course, because this is a vampire spread, this is more like what's going to be beneficial for your health. This looks like experimenting and kind of planting seeds with how you can take care of your body. So experimentation with stress reduction, whether it be exercise, diet, changing your sleep habits. So the Seven of Coins is all about like planting seeds and kind of, like planting and harvesting. So it looks like there's a certain level of experimentation that you're going to have to go through in order to better your health and increase your livelihood and your quality of life. So maybe you've been wanting to adjust what you're putting into your body. Maybe you've been wanting to quit smoking. Maybe you have been wanting to try a Zumba class or whatever it is that you're interested in. It's all about experimentation. What lives forever? Oh, transformation, change. It is inevitable. It's absolutely inevitable. This is going to live forever. The cycles, the death and rebirth, the deep internal transformation, these are the things that are going to live. And it's also what shapes your life for the better. Are these experiences that you have. I love seeing this because it's not like frilly, it's real. You know, it's one of those things that is like infinite. Transformation is infinite. Growth is infinite. And so this truly is one of those necessary processes in order for us to live to our full potential. What action do I need to take? It looks like connecting with others. So kind of both being a support for other people as well as asking for help when you need it. It's about connection. It's about support, whether it be with family or a partner or friends. It's about kind of coming together, being able to meet someone where they're at and just being honest and having those heart-to-heart conversations. Okay, I am going to clarify what happens if I abandon rational thought, because that one kind of, I don't feel like I got enough information on that. Knight of Swords. So it's kind of like I guess the dark side of the Knight of Swords is isolation. So you have to understand that if you kind of are stepping away from being grounded and you launch off into your own, I'm going to be independent, I'm just going to make quick decisions without giving it a second thought, that can actually backfire and result in you ostracizing yourself, essentially. So it's really important to incorporate grounding energy this month and do things that are going to keep you in your body, keep you healthy, and really thinking things through and taking more of a, like, ask your Virgo and Capricorn friends for help, and Taurus friends. So it's just about kind of incorporating more of that earthly energy into your day-to-day practice. And then I know the Tower, like, a lot of people are afraid of the Tower, so I'm going to clarify that one too. What lives forever? The Empress. Okay, so we have the man, you have a lot of major arcana. With this, it's kind of like the feminine energy. So it's really about stepping back from the I'm going to take control and make things happen and force things to go my way on my terms, and really just allowing, being in a state of allowing and understanding what you can control and what you can't. And so the Empress really represents yin energy. And so with the yin, it's all about making sure that you are taking a feminine approach and being receptive to what the world is offering you. Okay? So now I'm not going to do a timeline this time. If you guys like me doing the timelines in the monthlies, let me know. But I am going to do kind of like a 3-card pick, except you get to decide which set of cards you want. And that's just going to be additional information for you this month. So if, you can mix and match or not. This is going to be your growth period. And then the Wild Unknown is going to be the environment. And the Tarot of Sexual Magic is going to be romance for the month. Okay. So go ahead and just focus on which set of cards is really calling to you. Okay. So for set number 1, throat chakra, speaking your truth, making sure that you are being honest and clear about what you want, what your intentions are, and what you really expect from people, because it's kind of, there's something here about unmet expectations that's coming through. That's the intuitive hit on it. And so make sure that you're taking time to express yourself. Okay, and then your environment, the Chariot, so working hard. It looks like there's a lot going on. It's a really active month for you. And so even though there's a lot of transformation going on and you do need to allow, there is a certain level of work that is involved, and it has to do with your throat chakra. It has to do with, you will have an easier time working through things if you're communicating, asserting your needs, and, you know, telling people exactly what you want and need from them. And in your love life, we have the Tower. So this is, you know, man, and it's sitting on top of the Death card. So it's really like there's some type of transformation. This guy's pissed back here. There's some type of transformation that's happening in your romantic relationship. It's all for the better, but it might be kind of painful. It might be a painful conversation. We have the throat chakra here. So it's all about, like, it's a really intense time for your relationship. So just be gentle with yourself, be honest with yourself, be honest with your partner or potential partners, and just, you know, you're going to have to just accept. It's all about accepting the things you can't control. For spread number 2, we have transition. Oh my God. How many transition and rebirth cards can we have in one spread? So this is all about your internal transformation and growth period, revolves around rebirthing yourself. Again, we go back to, you know, being a phoenix. So there's something moving in and something moving out of your internal state, whether it be a new communication style or a new career path, or something is shifting in your internal world. Okay, and the environment, we have 10 of Swords. So again, another release card, another, you just kind of have to accept it and trust that everything is going to work out. This is a necessary, you have to have the 10 of Swords in order to let better things into your life. You just have to. It's obviously, this looks painful, but it's one of those things that once it's done, most of the time it feels really great afterwards. And in your love life, we have Knight of Swords sitting on top of another Knight of Swords. So it looks like, again, you kind of have to be careful of that isolation piece and make sure that you are you're in a state of connectedness. You know, that's kind of the message here, is like, if you kind of shoot off in your own direction so much, then you are going to feel a little bit more disconnected in your partnerships, or even if you're just dating. And so make sure that you're being mindful of that. There's also, if you're single or if you're dating, it's kind of like you're redefining what it is that you want out of partnership. Okay, and then for spread number 3, we have opportunity. So this is all about, there's something coming through for you that you might not be able to see yet because the bird is all like shadowed out. So it's like there's something going on in the background that hasn't made its way to the surface yet that is going to be this month. Okay, in the environment, we have 9 of Pentacles, so abundance, prosperity. It looks like this is definitely financial, in terms of the opportunity is a financial one, or something that is going to make finances easier on you, or give you more income, or resolve something financially. So just keep your eyes peeled for that, meditate on it, manifest whatever it is that you need, set the intention here, and just persevere through whatever process you're going through right now, and just hold tight for October because this looks good. And then in your love life, Ace of Wands. So this looks, it just looks like increased intimacy, you know, being able to connect with your partners sexually, emotionally, all of that good stuff. So this looks good. You know, this is like the most phallic card in the deck, as they say. So it just looks like a reestablishment and clarity around, you know, your physical connection with partners, or with your partner, or with what you expect from partnership. Okay, and so that's all I have for the reading today, and I just want to thank each and every one of you. And then if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, the link is in the description below. Make sure you follow me on Facebook and Instagram. I go live on Facebook each week. And I'm really excited to announce a partnership manifestation workshop that I'm doing. It's a 2-day workshop just for 45 minutes each day. You get like a workbook, a manifestation guide that I'm putting together. You get a live class with me. It's going to be a ton of fun, and it's all about manifesting partnership, romance, love, attraction, the relationships that you want to create, no matter what that looks like to you, even if it's just like a fling. So I will post the link in the description so that you can get all your information on that. I am only accepting 20 people, so make sure you snag a spot. And thank you so much, Sagittarius. I will see you next time.